Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So we're getting close to the end of the year, which means we're also getting close to the beginning of new gun control laws taking effect in the state of California. Now, California passes more laws than just about any other state. If you were to look at the books and see what California passes annually, it is absolutely astonishing. Now, when it comes to laws like these, California will pass a law, and sometimes that law will take effect fairly quickly. So maybe they'll pass it in 2023 and it'll start in January of 2024 or maybe July of 2024. But sometimes they'll pass laws that won't take effect for 2 or even 3 years. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. A law that was signed back in 2023 that is just about to start, and it is going to have some serious consequences attached to it. So let's talk about what's going on here. This video is proud to be sponsored by American Hartford Gold. Listen, if there is one thing that those of us in the firearms community understand, it's that you cannot rely on the government for your protection. Not with your life, and especially not with your wealth. Look, throughout our lifetime, the dominance of the US dollar was unquestioned, but that may be changing. As we face unprecedented inflation, the world's biggest economies are ditching the dollar for the yen. Banks are failing left and right, and the government is discussing a total control of all of your money with the new digital dollar. Don't let your life savings become a casualty of failing corporations or currency wars. Now is the time to call the only precious metal dealer that I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your wealth portfolio with physical gold and silver. With the finest products, amazing customer service, and a buyback commitment, American Hartford Gold has a 5-star rating from thousands of reviews and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. American Hartford Gold supports content like this that is committed to bringing you the truth. Tell them I sent you and they'll give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order, so call them now. Click the link in the description or call 866-856-2507. That's 866-856-2507 or text COPPER to 65532. Okay, so let's go and talk about what's going on here. So the new law that we're talking about today all stems from a bill, AB 574, that was passed and signed back in September of 2023. Now, I remember we talked about it back at that time, but obviously after more than a year, you kind of forget about these things until they're close to taking effect, which is kind of what we have here. Now, for those people who don't live in California, you may not be aware that in California, everything that you buy gets registered. Everything that you get has to be registered. So in California, when you're filling out all your paperwork and stuff, there's a lot more to fill out than you would fill out in another state. For me, I just do this standard stuff. They take a photocopy of my driver's license, and then that's pretty much it. I go about my day, and that's the end of it. In California, you have to fill out absolutely everything, down to your occupation. Everything about you has to be on this form. Everything about everything that you're getting has to be on some form of paperwork, and then that paperwork then gets transmitted to the state. And the state knows everything that you have. They know what you have. They know when you got it. They know how many of them that you have. I mean, California keeps a database on firearm owners in that state that is extremely extensive. And there's really no way to get around that in that state. Everything is transmitted to the state. They want to know everything. Well, this bill lets them know even more. And if you ask me, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney, but this feels like entrapment. So let's talk about what AB 574 actually does. Okay, so what AB 574 is a new question on the never-ending list of questions that you have to fill out when you're going through a transaction. Except this time, it's not like your standard question about how tall you are or what you do or what you're getting. This one feels like a trap. Let me read it to you. It's going to be question number 31. Now you can see right here in question number 31. This question did not exist before, but it says it's a yes or no answer to a question that inquires whether the purchaser has, within the last 30 days, checked and confirmed possession of all firearms currently owned and possessed. Now, like I was saying before, I kind of feel like this is a trap, and that's because you're basically telling them, look, within the last 30 days, I have gone through everything, all of my inventory, everything that I have. Some of us have more than others. Some people it's going to be very easy because they only have one thing and they know where it is. But for those of us who have multiple things, This is saying that I've gone through and looked where every single one of them is, and I know where they are within the last 30 days, and then you're going to sign your name to that. Okay? Now, if you didn't check and maybe something happened and something was missing, but you just went ahead and did it the easy way, well, now California has that on record that they can now hold against you. We found something at this particular scene, and we found that the serial number comes back to your name because, again, everything in California is registered. And so all they have to do is look up that serial number, your name pops up on it, and you weren't the one who was found with it. And it says right here that in the last 30 days, you were able to see exactly where it was because you checked, and now you're the one in hot water. Not only did you have something taken from you, so you're the victim once, but now you're the victim twice, okay? Because of this. You're basically just signing an affidavit saying that you know where absolutely everything that you have is. And I think you guys know where I'm coming from here. That could get you into a lot of hot water if you're not absolutely sure. But it's just another thing to add to the list of what California requires you to fill out and sign away when you sign these documents in that state. Again, you're telling them everything and they still want to know more, and they're just going to keep adding to that list until they get all of the information that they could possibly want. I don't think there's anything else that they could ask for, but still, they somehow managed to find new things. Now, this is going to be taking effect early next year, so March 1st, 2025, you guys are going to see this question show up on your paperwork. So make sure you watch out for that because, again, I think it's kind of an important one. And I think a lot of people are going to walk in and be very surprised by that question. And I think it could stop some people, maybe turn some people around. Some people who know that they maybe didn't report or, didn't report lost or stolen, whatever. And they see that and maybe they're like, you know what, I just don't want to answer at all. And so it turns them away from, continuing to practice their rights. And I think, again, while it seems like it's nothing huge, I think it's major. So I wanted to let you guys know about that and that it's starting soon. I want to thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.